Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your April reading. Trying to keep these short this month, like around 10 minutes or so that you can watch the whole thing because the whole thing is important. You might get a new perspective. Oh my goodness. It's been a wonderful month so far. April has. We've seen a lot of amazing things, a lot of major arcana happening. Let's see what is happening with you, Scorpio. Remember that as you go through these readings, don't watch just your sign, right? You want to watch at least the sign on either side. So you want to watch Sagittarius and you want to watch Libra, right? And then wherever else your placements are, especially Moon and Mercury and Venus. That's just from my readings. Watch a few of them, see what resonates. Scorpio, we're doing 3 cards. You've got the Page of Cups on the bottom, which is very interesting. 7 of Swords. I knew it was going to be a little bit different than the rest of the signs. You're kind of in your own hub, but you get the Empress. Empress in the final card placements. Scorpio. Yeah, I knew this. This felt way different than the other signs. So here we are. Scorpio, darling. I know. Spring can be a little bit rough, but also there's stuff going on. It's a little bit too light and bright, airy, and you get a little wrapped up in it. All right, 7 of Swords. The Fool's coming up in every reading. Get a new opportunity. It's springtime. Get a new opportunity to start over. What's fuel of that? The Tower. Perfect, right? Yes. So, sorry, 7 of Swords, in case you were just listening to this and not watching. 7 of Swords, clarified by the 2 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. It's funny because the world is a lot more at your feet than you think it is. A lot more is determined by your free will than you think it is. And if there's any time that you ever get into this sort of woe is me attitude, like immediately following that we're going to explain in a minute, you need to snap out of it. You just need to snap out of it. There's no room for woe is me, Scorpio, because I think if anything, you really are lacking a little bit of the balance that you need in order to successfully navigate this season, and in order to start over. The world will do your bidding. It's just a matter of what you manifest, what you dream of. Are you not dreaming of things right now? Could you be? Are you taking the scraps? Are you settling for less than you think you're worth? Don't do that. Don't do that. You've got to blaze that trail. You really do, Scorpio. Now's absolutely the time. You don't go stealing away into the night with whatever you can scrounge up. You've got to go forward into your own personal destiny. And I rarely say this, but it's almost like fake it till you make it. It really is. And I hate that saying. But if you're not feeling it, if you are feeling a little bit in the 5 of Pentacles, try to just fake it till you make it a little bit, okay? All right. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? It's a malaise, It's a malaise energy that I'm feeling. There's no one else involved. Okay. There's really no other energy here except maybe a little in the Empress. There's no other energy here. It's all about you. And it's all about what your potential is this spring, this April, and how you're using it effectively. Five of Pentacles. Why are we having a pity party? Why are we sad? Why are we sad? Feedback loops are a bitch, aren't they? They're just coming back. I didn't have them for the first 4 readings yesterday. Two of Swords, Death card, and the Three of Wands. Scorpio, 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 off in your own little world. Why? Why? Other than the Death card, there's so much minor. It's and the Fool. The Death and the Fool card, which that's appropriate, are all minor arcana so far. This is up to you. What's happening is totally up to you. And I know Scorpio is not one of my most popular signs. So whoever this is for, it's very specific. I get an incredible challenge here. I do not think that whatever decisions that you're making, whatever balance you're trying to achieve, needs to be so traumatic. Oh my gosh, what do? I can't decide. And the whole world is depending on this answer. No, it's not. No, it's not. It really doesn't matter what you decide. This is all minor arcana. Really, if you're worried you're going to go against the will of the universe, forget that. This is a very neutral space in terms of the universe's influence. Universe is kind of like leaving you alone right now. So you got to make the most of that neutral timing. And you're not, are you? It doesn't feel like it. Dig deep. One of my favorite Scorpios, I don't know why this story is coming up, but it is what it is. One of my favorite Scorpios for a minute was a guy I worked with. And he pretended like everything was roses and rainbows all the time. And I knew that it wasn't. Scorpios are deep. I'm like, who are you trying to fool, you know? So I see him standing at the window one afternoon, and it's an overcast day, and he's just standing there staring out of the window like he's hypnotized by the weather. And I know what's going on inside of his head, but inside of his soul. And I took a picture of him. And then I walked up to him and I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, nothing. Everything. What do you mean? Everything's great. Well, I've never been better. Talk about what's going on, because you don't want to get stuck. You don't want to get stuck in this Two of Swords. You don't want to get stuck in your pity party. You want to share these experiences with someone else. I was also married to a Scorpio. My best friend is a Scorpio. I have multiple Scorpios in my life right now. Just anecdotally, sharing yourself is more beneficial for you than it is for them, okay? You're helping yourself by sharing your struggles. Trust me. Nobody's going to judge you. You have this high level of likability, of charisma, of trust me, you share your struggles, nobody's going to judge you. They know something's going on. They know. Okay? So just let them in a little bit by telling your story. It'll help the world. I'm not kidding about that. If that young man, he's a little younger than me, if that gentleman would have shared what was going on in his soul as he looked out that window, he would have helped himself. It's not like I was being, Inspector Gadget. It's not like I was some sort of, alien adverse, you know what I mean. I wasn't the bad guy by asking him to open up. He was only hurting himself by not sharing. Does that make sense? Oh God, I hope it does. Because there is part of you that needs to be let go right now in order for you to go on to bigger and better things, in order for you to have bigger, better ideas. Let's see what some of those bigger, better ideas are. Okay, what's the Empress? Why is the Empress here? This is running a little long, sorry. Adversary. Okay, that's what I meant to say. It's early in the morning. Scorpio, cut me some slack too. Cut yourself some slack. Cut me some slack. Thank you. Gracias. Page of Cups. Yeah, but page isn't enough. The Page of Cups is not enough. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. The Five of Swords as well. This is not enough for the Empress. I feel like the Empress is your inner yearning, your inner soul. The Empress in this case is representing how you approach life and how you approach others. That's why I felt a little bit of the others in the Empress. The Empress is about how you nurture yourself and others. And your approach to that right now is too slow, too little, too late. It wouldn't hurt you to go be a little bit more, to have a little bit more joie de vivre, to get into it, scruffle a little bit, risk losing your heart a little bit, risk vulnerability a little bit, take some of your inner darkness, your inner depth out, take it out, put it into the world, tell people, share. You'd be surprised. This is a bit of a struggle for you, and I wish it wasn't, but there's a lot of free will involved right now with what you're doing. It is what it is. Do what you want. You've heard my recommendations in the universe's sort of nudge, and it is what it is. I will do an update for y'all. I haven't wanted to do an update for any of the signs until now because they were all so marvelous and wonderful and kind of ruled by the universe. This is not. This is you. This is all about you. Who will you be? Will you make yourself? What will you create in your relationship with yourself and others? Okay, that's it, Scorpio. Remember that none of the readings come out of a vacuum. They're all influenced by the reader as well as the time in which they're pulled. So if this resonates, good luck.